My name is Patrick Sorgeloos. I'm a retired professor of aquaculture at Gent University. So the last 30 years I've been involved in just a small segment of aquaculture, but it gave us an opportunity to be very much involved in Europe and outside Asia, Latin America and Africa. So education has been a very important part of our work, training people initially in a narrow segment, live food production. But quickly we realized that there is a need for capacity building. So that's when in 1991 we started with the Master in Aquaculture program. Initially a joint program with Wageningen University, and I think some 6 or 7 years later as an independent program. So over that 20 years we have seen not only in Europe a big evolution in aquaculture, but certainly at the world level. We all know 30 years ago, 5% of what we consumed came from aquaculture. Today, 50%. So spectacular developments. Capacity building is playing a very important role, not only to reach this 50%, but especially for the future to look into sustainability of that sector. We can call it a mature industry, but it is an industry that is facing big challenges for the future. So, Aqua-tnet, I think, has played a very significant role. I think we Europeans, when I see and speak to people on other continents, Asia, for example, is really looking at the concept of an Aqua-tnet, where we have, in fact, brought a lot of institutions and universities together. We have an umbrella organization, the ETIP, European Aquaculture Technology and Innovation Platform. I think we have something, I don't like to use the word to sell, but we have something we are proud of, and that we should look into consolidation for Europe. But I think now we should go a little bit further than Europe. We know that not only in the discipline of aquaculture, but in many other disciplines of science, these emerging economies, these emerging countries are trying to gain competences from United States, Australia, you name it, outside Europe. They sometimes do this a very aggressive way because it is becoming a business. I think we have something to offer that could be a benefit also for our own institutions, because where will be the big developments in aquaculture in the decades to come? It will be outside Europe. And we have a lot of technology, we have a lot of competences, so I think this is an opportunity where we should try to get the finger on the pulse in other parts of the world, but also for the benefit of Europe. Namely, if our universities in the UK and Germany and Belgium get involved in training programs with China, with Indonesia, it means that we will pave a way also for other sectors in Europe. Private companies that could benefit from the good links that this university in Europe has with that institution in Indonesia, and brings along also other stakeholders from Europe. So I think we have big challenges ahead of us, but we can be optimistic. I think there are real opportunities that we have to go for.